being cherished is a pretty powerful thing. And when you're cherished, and moms, you know this is true, as I heard some of the stories you were sharing, those become memories that you never forget. And girls, I hope you know that this time with your mom here, these next few sessions, this is one of those moments of being cherished. You're living it out right now. So take time with those talk times. Really enjoy it. Share with one another. This is special cherishment time. But moms, you know those stories. They stick in your mind. You remember them forever. The story about my dad. Girls, you've got stories too. That longing we have to be cherished is part of us. And like I said, often for girls, it's kind of wired into us to be cherished. We want to be cherished. We want to have that feeling. The problem is there's a little bit of a caution here. Sometimes we confuse that longing to be cherished with a longing to be accepted. And there's a caution here that our need to be accepted can sometimes lead to some regrets. Usually that happens because we're pretty insecure people. We think that, we can't possibly be good enough or smart enough or beautiful enough or whatever it is enough to have somebody really cherish us besides, mom and dad because they have to, right? And gosh, what about other people? But that's really not true. And the problem is that our self-doubt, we start to doubt that we're good enough, that we're worth being cherished, and that can lead us to substitute the wrong things for being cherished. And usually when we do that, we substitute outward things, physical things, because they're easier to see. So we know we're kind of hardwired with this desire to be cherished, and yet we kind of think we're maybe not good enough to be cherished, and then we start to kind of really want to be accepted so badly, and we start to confuse things, and we put things in place, we substitute the wrong things. And sometimes those things are these. Sometimes we put too much emphasis and value on appearance. Sometimes our need to be accepted causes us to make the wrong choices with our bodies. Sometimes that need to feel like we're accepted and like we're really being cherished causes us to make the wrong choices with our attitudes because we want so much to have that feeling. This happened for me when I was about your age. I was in the 6th grade. I remember I already said I was kind of geeky, so we got to remember that part. Oh, do we ever? I wish we had a picture of that. And I wasn't really one of the cool kids. My dad was a teacher at our school, and so the kids they didn't make fun of me or anything because my dad was pretty cool, and so everybody really liked him. And so, I kind of got to come along on things for the ride, but I wasn't one of the cool kids. I really wanted to be. I really wanted to fit in. Now, don't get me wrong, this group of A-crowd girls, these A-crowd girls, they weren't mean girls. They were just really popular girls. And I really wanted to be one of them. Well, at the same time, there was a girl in my class, and her name was Emma. And Emma had grown up down the street from me, and Emma and I had slumber parties ever since we were 8 and played Barbies. We would do these Barbie marathons where we'd set up the whole basement with Barbies, and we would do this for 48 hours. Has anybody ever done this before? It's fantastic, right? And except for when my dad would step on those little shoes and really get upset. But, so we would have these Barbies. Oh, and Emma was my friend. But Emma was as geeky as me. And as we went through middle school, there were an awful lot of times when I would find reasons not to hang out with Emma because I had actually gotten asked to go along with the popular girls. And I missed a really great friendship because I wanted so much to feel like I was accepted. And I mistook the wrong things. Those girls didn't really cherish me. I mean, they weren't mean to me, but they didn't really cherish me. They didn't care about me. Emma was my friend. Now, the cool thing is Emma and I are still friends, actually, now as grown-ups. We've been able to talk about all this. Moms, you know these stories. But I had mixed up the wrong things. I wanted so bad to belong. And I'm going to do something here, and I do this with my girls group all the time, and this is kind of a girls group rule, so moms, you got to play along. You need to everybody needs to close their eyes. Raise your hand if you've ever just really wanted to fit in. Yeah, go ahead and put those hands down. Go ahead and open your eyes. We could have left them open. Pretty much every hand in the room was up. So let's try it again. Raise your hand if you've ever really wanted to fit in. Girls, look at your moms. Trust me when I say this, your moms have awesome stories to tell you about making the wrong choices because they wanted to be accepted. So guess what, moms? We're going to go to another talk time. And you're going to get to tell some of those stories. And these can be kind of uncomfortable sometimes. So, feel free to, like I said, break away from the smaller groups, go over into the sides, go where it's comfortable to talk. And here's your talk time. Moms, tell your daughters about a time when your desire to fit in, to be accepted, and you kind of confused what it means to be cherished. Tell about a time when your desire to fit in led you to do something that you later regretted. Like my story with Emma. Let's take some time to talk about that.